Welcome to day 5 of my 7-day trip around the UK theme parks. Today, Chessington World of Adventure. Second time visit for me. I didn't get on everything last time. Judging by the car park today, could be another busy one. Forgot to mention yesterday at Thorpe Park, they've been putting a lot of single rider lines in. I really hope they have some here so that I can get on everything. I'm back to being on my own again today. My daughter's not with me. So let's get inside. Let's see what the park has to offer, and let's talk about the new section, World of Jumanji, which opens in a few weeks' time. Let's get inside. So, first thing that greets you when you come into the park is the new area, World of Jumanji. It's got 3 rides. It's going to have the first inversion for the park, the second wing coaster in the UK. Obviously I was in Thorpe Park yesterday with currently the only wing coaster. This is a strange one, this is a boomerang coaster, so as far as I'm aware it's the first one B&M's ever done. Curious what capacity it'll be like with that, because obviously it can only ever have one train on the track. But there's that, and then there's 2 flat rides. There's a sort of jumping frog type thing, although it's not themed around frogs. And then there's a kind of Miami ride over there. Another one I've timed terribly because this opens in about 4 weeks. I'm going to see if I can try and come back down again once it's open to try it out. Hopefully I will see it testing today. But yeah, it's nice, nice thing to see when you enter the park, the headline attraction, or will be once it's open. So anyway, I'm going to wander around and see what the queues are like and try and get on as much as I can. Starting the morning off here on Tiger Rock, advertised at 5 minutes, and then I got in the queue and they announced that it had gone up to 80 minutes. Although I only waited 20, so maybe it's not as bad. This place doesn't have single rider queues, which is a bit annoying. So anyway, I've got a boat to myself and I'm at the back, hopefully to stay dry. Let's see if that works. Just had to go on Tiger Rock. As I say, the app was saying 90 minutes. I only waited 20. It does say some things are closed. Vampire Shut all day, that's a little bit annoying. Scorpion's not on the app, so I don't know if that's been removed. But yeah, let's see what's got a small queue and keep going.
No such thing as a Gruffalo.
So, just had a shot on the Gruffalo ride there. Fantastic little dark ride, really well themed. When I was here with my kids, I think we lapped it 3 or 4 times. You do get slightly wet. Annoyingly, Vampire isn't running today. We did that when we were here last time, and if I'm honest, I wasn't impressed. But I know a lot of people are a big fan, so I thought I would try and get on it again today. It's currently looking like it's going to be shut all day. Also, what's a cronut? Is that a burger on a donut? Strange. Okay, let's see what's next. So, curious what's happening with this. This has been kind of removed from the app and has a sign saying it's currently undergoing maintenance. I think I saw something online that there was a fire last year. So I don't know if this is coming back or not. I mean, they've not officially said it's removed. Clearly they've not started to actually remove it, but they grayed it out in the app, which makes me think maybe this is going. It was a fun little ride. I remember doing it last time I was here. But another one I won't be getting on today. All the queues look huge, so I think I'm going to try and brave Croc Drop, because I've never done it. I say brave, I mean brave the queue, not brave the ride. It's not going to be that intense. But and then maybe see about getting some food. So, had a shot on Croc Drop. It's really slow queue. I mean, I was in there for an hour. It just doesn't seem to move, and it's not even a long cycle, so I don't understand it. But then on the contrast to that, as soon as I came off that, I went on Tomb Blaster, and it was pretty much walk on, which was fun. And then I've just grabbed some food, hot dog and chips, 14 quid. Again, theme park, it's going to be expensive, right? But it was fairly tasty. Looking at the ride times, I mean, there's not... Rattlesnake's not even open today, or at least not open yet. Vampire apparently shut all day, and Dragon's Fury's sitting at 2 hours. So I'm going to go and chill out in the zoo for a little bit, and then hope that Dragon's Fury calms down, or Rattlesnake opens. One of the two. Around the zoo, saw what animals there were. Surprisingly not a huge selection. And then I thought I'd lucked out. I walked past the Rattlesnake, which has been shut all day. Still says it's going to open, even though there's only 3 hours left of the park. It was testing, and then it stopped. So I'm going to try and get on the safari thing. There's only really this and Rattlesnake if it opens, and Dragon's Fury, and the queues look silly on everything. So let's see. But if I can see some animals on this, that'll be quite good.
They got no name because they look like a cross between a camel and a leopard.
Put the two together and you get Camelopardalus. Now, villagers, wherever you get rhino, you also get a lot of rhino dung.
Rhino dung, what, poo?
Yes, male rhinos like to be on their own, so they mark out their territory with piles of their dung to warn off other males.
Their impressive horns are made from a chemical which is actually the same substance as your hair and fingernails, and is highly prized in many cultures. Sadly, poaching for their horns continues to be a threat to rhinos all over the world.
The white rhino, though, like those here, are the most plentiful species.
I think rhinos are super cool.
Well, a bit of a disappointing end of the day. I had a shot on Zufari. That was okay. The queue time was less than it said it was, which was always a nice surprise. Then from there I went over to Rattlesnake, which, as I say, it looked like it was going to start before I went on Zufari, and then it did start, and it was already up at 75 minutes. But the operations on there are absolutely terrible. It was running 3 cars. If there was anybody in the fast pass queue, they got on and the rest of us had to wait. So basically the queue barely ever moved. But I did get on it eventually, and then I thought I'd try and get on Dragon's Fury because I haven't been on that today because it's been about 2 hours all day and it was closed. But it said back soon, so I kind of hung about, and then people were waiting, and then the ride was testing, so a queue formed, and then they just told us all, no, it's not opening. Honestly, had a really disappointing day. I think this is so I've been at 3 Maryland parks this week. Thorpe Park was fantastic, excellent. Legoland and this, shambles. Really, really poor. I think both of them are parks you need to visit on a quiet day, or get fast pass, because they don't have a single rider line either. So there's literally, it's just been a really disappointing day. I mean, I got on a decent amount of things, but it's just been queue after queue, long waits, poor operations. I don't know if it's like the rides have terrible throughput, if it's the way they're told to do operations, but it's just not great. Not a park I'll be rushing back to. Disappointing with Jumanji coming, because that probably could be a really good ride, but I'm not going to come down and put up with all that. I think it's a park, probably like Legoland, that you need to visit on a quiet school day, or get fast pass, because it doesn't shift a queue. Anyway, oh, also when I was waiting on Dragon's Fury, they're still running last year's promotions for Maryland passes, so somebody's forgot to update it. I'm in Drayton Manor tomorrow, and then finishing the week in Blackpool. I'll put a playlist up here for the rest of the week, put a video down here that YouTube thinks you want to watch. Like and subscribe. I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.